Hey, we're back. Happy Friday. I'm excited about this one because if you've watched very many of these, you know I enjoy poking the bear. And we're definitely doing that. Definitely doing that today. I already fumbled my words. Anyway, look, anybody in here? No. Cool. It's just me and you then. Look, we're hitting a nerve today. I have long since established on this channel that I'm a big fan of community, that I participate in a lot of communities, especially online communities, because I'm sitting in this box in front of this dark blue wall all day, every day. And I'm a bit of an extrovert, so I need community. I need to ping people. I need somebody to make me laugh. I need to share my wins, share my losses. And that's kind of what I'm getting around to. You know, I'm in several communities, like I said, in Slack and other online forums all over the place. I'm connected to, it's pretty cool. And I'm grateful for this. This is not even a humble brag. This is like, I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to be connected to dozens, probably a couple hundred agency owners and freelancers, people that own bigger agencies than mine, like think a dozen to 100 employees, and freelancers of all kinds, all walks of life, video editors, other Squarespace designers, Webflow creators, social media marketers, people with deep niches in education or operations and fulfillment, and agencies that do PR, like lots of different types of companies and service providers. We all run relatively the same business concept. People pay us for our expertise, and that expertise helps them expand their business, grow, and be successful. And, you know, lots of these folks, you know, we're human. And in every outlet, whether we meet IRL in town over coffee or lunch, even a local luncheon with the business association I'm in, or if it's in Slack, there's always like a vent channel, right? Of some kind. And because of these avenues of vent, I hear about their wins, their losses. I hear their complaints. And I see the pattern of what people complain about when they own an agency, or they have, you know, put all their eggs in the freelancing basket, which is great. Technically, I've kind of done that too. And everybody wants the same thing in this function, in this game, right? We want stability, long-term clients. And what we wind up doing is selling projects, right? We're essentially trading time for money. We package it as expertise, but we're essentially playing defense. We're protecting our time. It's a very unique model in business, I think. You know, you can't sell soup that way. You can't sell shoes that way. But we sell services that way. We're like, hey, yes, you can have this from me, but only this much. And it costs you this, because we're trying to protect ourselves a lot of the time. And it's hard. What's a sports analogy here? It's hard to win a championship only playing defense. Right? So when you're trading time for money and wrapping it up in a package called expertise, and we're calling that a business model, and clearly it works, but it's a new business model. It's not a customer service model so much, even though we love our clients. People love their clients. They provide great service. We're friendly. We're awesome. But in reality, it's a bit of a leaky bucket. Right? So growth depends on new business almost entirely. And when project work is based without a retention engine, it's a pretty tough model. And this is why people get fatigued. It's hard, especially if you're a generalist and you haven't niched, to find new business, and you're still stuck in the feast-famine cycle of project work and seasonality and some of the things that really hit services businesses very hard. And I get it. I've lived that life. I spent 2 decades leading design teams as a designer, art director, creative director at agencies before founding the Resonant Pixel company. So I've seen this from both sides. What I solved was, well, I want to say my solution was to productize the offer. I didn't want to live that life, and I didn't want to have the same problems in my business that I experienced as a leader at agencies. I basically created it's a subscription offer. So when you're only playing defense and you're protecting your time and exchanging time for money, you're not putting any skin in the game. That's why clients can just freely change agencies that they work with all the time. And they do. The average agency engagement with any brand is about 36 months. That's it. And that's like a retainer. That's not even project work. That's like a media retainer or a SEO engagement or paid search. That is like a meaty retainer of time and value exchange. And still, clients don't stick around very long. The challenge is they're not focused on lifetime value. So I bring all this up because if you want loyalty, we have to put skin in the game. So when I tell people about my subscription offer, they're often shocked that there's no project fee. You just subscribe, you pay the monthly subscription amount, which is only a few $100, and we go and make the entire website. The whole thing. And we publish it and launch it for you. And then you keep paying the subscription. We continue adding content and improving the site from an SEO perspective and taking care of whatever you need so you can go run your business. And this isn't a pitch. This is me pleading with people to think about, like, it's a thought exercise. So think about how we build systems, how we build processes. That's how you play defense. It's not charging time for money to protect your time. It's give away the time. The time is sort of the loss leader. It's about being a strategic partner. Agencies or freelancers that work on project fees can sometimes get cheeky and call clients partners or refer to their client or themselves in the client engagement as partners. You're very much not a partner. If they can just stop paying and walk away and go hire someone else to do exactly what you were doing in a way that they feel like is better for their future, then we were never partners. And that's why I don't charge a project fee with the subscription. I'm putting skin in the game. I'm taking a massive risk in putting in a lot of work to get a website live. And that is something I'm perfectly comfortable with because I've built process. I've built systems that get those things done consistently and provides fantastic outcome. And that allows me to repeat success. Having a system for repeating success is valuable, far more valuable than just renting my expertise. So I know what I just said over the last 10 seconds is probably going to upset some people, and I'm perfectly comfortable with that. But I'm interested in building a business that scales. And the thought exercise, like I alluded to a minute ago and then sidetracked myself, the thought exercise is focus on lifetime value. Think about ways that you can do that, not just delighting clients, which I'm sure you do. Everyone delights their clients. Everybody wants to do great work, deliver great work, people to love, not only to love the work, but for the work to be successful in market. That's the whole point. But it's not just a game of saying sayonara, enjoy your website, enjoy your social videos, whatever it is you create. It's about being a partner and putting skin in the game and being accessible, ongoing, and having a system so that you can be successful in doing so. Does it always go perfect? Nothing's ever perfect, but it's a learning journey that I really enjoy, and it's rewarding. And I have moved I've kicked the problem can into a different region. So I'm playing a bit of a different game, and think about ways that you can put skin in the game so that you are a partner in someone's success. That's what I would say to anyone who wants to think about, I don't want to say think about. That's what I would say to anyone who is frustrated that client turnover, or, always having to run uphill in the new business game. It's very fatiguing, and I get how difficult that is. So that's why I liked the idea of productizing and rescuing businesses. Not only do we rescue businesses from WordPress, I also rescue them from having to pay project fees, and then helping them get to a point where they love what we're putting out with unlimited revisions. Like, the whole idea is to generate value in their business, and that is putting skin in the game. Charging for your time is protecting your business from their business, and that is the opposite of putting skin in the game. So it's a thought exercise on this Friday. Hope that was cool. Hope it was valuable. Hope it made you think. I know you probably think I'm nuts. That's fine too. I have dozens of subscribers, so cool with me. That was kind of smug. I didn't love that, but I feel punchy today. I wonder what that is. Huh. I don't know what to do from a thumbnail standpoint. I don't know what to do on this. Skin in the game. That's going to be the title of this one's going to be No Skin in the Game. You can't stay in the game. I like that. See, that works. That works. Totally works. High five? No, because then it looks like I'm putting up the number 5. And I just did that on a thumbnail this week. Yeah, this week. So, I don't know, dude. Let's, how about like a questioning face? Like, Oh, yeah, like popping out eye like dramatic chipmunk. Showing my age. That's early internet stuff right there. Dramatic chipmunk. You don't remember that, do you? All I'm saying, go ask ChatGPT. She'll tell you about it. It was cool. Eye popping out. I think it was an animated GIF too. Anyway, look. Have a great weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. And I will see you Monday right back here. I'll have another cool topic. You know I will. You know how we roll. I am punchy today. Whee! Have a good one. I appreciate you. You hung out 13 minutes, and the last minute and a half were absolute nothing.